All right, greetings to you, Lagosians and Nigerians at large. I still remain Salami Abiodun, your host for our laudable program on this week, popularly known as The Politics Today. On this day, we have one of our youthful prominent youths of our time here on the program. Now, we meet you in person, sir.
Yes, thank you for having me this afternoon. My name is Alabi Oyindamola, known as Akorede of Sule. I am this SDG advocate, zero hunger advocate, and co-founder and director of finance and administration at Fruitcake Support Initiative.
In a nutshell, sir, can you tell us what you understand about the political measures put in place within the society of ours today?
The first thing first, we understand that politics in Nigeria is a game of number, and politics is a process by which people make collective decision about how our society is being governed. And aside that, it involves the activities that relate to gaining and exercising power, as well as creating and enforcing different situations where there are different means in which political power is being achieved, ranging from the godfatherism to even non-godfatherism. But today we believe that for any political gain or political achievement to be actualized, you must surely tag to a particular person who will be showing you the way, taking you through the way, and ensure that you achieve your aim.
Please, what can you tell us about the overview of the UN SDGs?
Yes, SDG. For my introduction, I said it that I'm SDG advocate, and this is something that I've been doing for the past 10 years, and I can tell you, so I've accumulated vast experience in this line. When we're talking about SDG are a set of 17 global goals that are adopted by all United Nations member states to aim to address some global challenges ranging from the poverty, food insecurity, quality education, sustainable agriculture, inequalities in education, as well as, yes, most importantly, the climate change, which is affecting the globe. And when talking about this SDG, there are some key permanent or key most important goals of this, which are: number one, the no poverty; number two is the zero hunger; number three is the good health and well-being; while number four is the quality education. If you look at this, there is a say in not even in Yoruba. And one thing about these SDG, they are interconnected. That is, meaning that the progress in one often support progress in another, and achieving them requires collaborations among government, businesses, individuals, community, youth, and all major stakeholders.
Wow! Thank you so much, sir. It's indeed an incredible moment for our guest for this week, because we are here on The Politics Today not just for talking about the political matters alone. We talk about how you can also be part of the community, how you can be involved into what is going on within the society. Indeed, it has been an incredible moment as we are still on our laudable program, popularly known as The Politics Today, for this week, as we have one of the prominent youthful youth of our time that is full of wisdom, integrity, and tenacity on our program today, which is here to discuss on what is meant by the SDGs and how the SDGs can be a major beneficiary to all the youth within the society at large, and how we can also participate in this laudable initiative of the SDGs. You're welcome once again, sir.
Yes, thank you for having me.
All right. So I'd like to ask you these questions. What can you tell about the youth involvement and participation in order for the youth to also engage themselves on this laudable initiative called the SDGs?
Yes, okay, thank you for that very important question. It's something that I've been expecting, because there is no way without we thinking of who are the main stakeholders in this. And if I can tell you, the main stakeholder in actualization this SDG in 2030 is the youth, because the youth make up over 1.2 billion of the global population. So meaning that for this to be achieved, we need the involvement and engagement of the youth. And how can youth come in? Youth engagement in SDG is a very vital for achieving meaningful and lasting change. So young people are not only the beneficiary of the 2030 SDG agenda, but also critical agent of change. And when we are talking about this, we need to look at, okay, how can we break this thing down? You understand? Why do we say youth engagement matters in SDG? The first thing, let us look at the demographic power. The demographic power, we all know, you and I know now that the global population is at 7.4 billion.
Absolutely.
7.4 billion now, and out of this 7.4 billion, over 1.2 billion people are between the age of 15 to 24, and these are the people we actually refer to. These are the people we actually refer. And why? Because of their energy, because of their strength, their creativity, their innovations power. All these are things that are actually needed when we want to achieve SDG. According to United Nations, they want SDG to be achieved in 2030. That means we only have just 5 years to achieving that. So how can that be possible? Then it really involves the activities of you and I, most especially the most active population in the world. And the second thing is talking about the long-term stakeholders. Youth happens to be the long-term stakeholder because youth will live with the consequence of today's policy. Today's policy, the involvement ensures sustainable and forward-looking decision. Look at them today. It is the youth you will see, in fact, in all the multifaceted area of things. When you talk about this, when you talk about social media, they are number one.
Yes.
When you talk about even politics today, they are number one.
You're right.
When you talk about entertainment, they are number one.
Definitely.
When you talk, so if any economy, if any countries want to achieve greatness, you have to take care of the youth, and you taking care of the youth, you have to let them align with what the global standards are.
Wow, you have to let them align on what the global standards are. Wow, indeed, it has been an incredible interactive session with our executive guests for this week on our laudable program, popularly known as The Politics Today. We will be right back after this little commercial break. Stay tuned. Politics Today, showing every Wednesday, time 12 p.m. with the host, Salami Abiodun. Stay tuned and don't miss it. Alright, you're welcome back to our laudable program, popularly known as The Politics Today. It has been an incredible moment with our executive guest for this week. One of the prominent youthful youth of our time, and is here to share his knowledge on the SDGs and how we can partake in it, how SDGs can be a major beneficiary to you and I within the society. You're welcome once again, sir.
Yes, welcome the viewers.
Right. Basically, we would like to ask you on this, how SDGs can be helped to achieve and attain some political gains in most of all these areas. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for this question again. I think it's one of the most present things that need to be said, because when talking about SDG shouldn't just be done, and majority of the things that actually involve in this SDG, like zero hunger. The zero hunger is coming from saying that you are providing food for people that cannot get food. The SDG can help achieving political gains in different, several strategic and impactful ways, which include building public trust and legitimacy. You know, if you look at this thing, delivery on needs, such as when government align policy with SDG, like maybe quality education, providing good water, promoting sustainable agriculture, ensuring food securities, reducing poverty and the likes, they are directly addressing citizens' most present needs. You understand? And this will increase the public trust in such a government. And these are the things that most of our political office leaders are gaining. Look at the likes of our chief of staff, our supreme leaders. This great man, this great icon has done a lot.
You mean the Right Honorable Femi?
The Right Honorable Femi Gbagyabiamila. Wow. He has done a lot. Look at what he has put in place. Look at ranging from providing medical outreaches, medical supply to both the youngs and the oldest. Are you getting it now? And even the empowerment. Do you get all these things? They are laudable initiatives. They are laudable projects that even if you say, oh, you want to go against him, his enemy will go against you, because his enemy will know the witness that, oh, this thing you are pointing at is negativity about this great man.
Yeah.
Because he has gained our trust. He has gained people's trust. And it's not just only him. Our Emisha, Akorede, Laguda, came up with an initiative of ensuring that all the Surulerians they gain and maintain healthy life.
Wow, that's a fitness exercise.
Maybe directly or indirectly, this great man has already tapped into what we call SDG 3. Wow. And SDG 3 is talking about what? Good health and well-being. And don't forget, there is a say that health is what? Well, it is only when you are healthy that you know that you don't have anything in your pocket.
Exactly.
That we know that somebody is wearing nice clothes that I need to wear. I remember the one that our Mr. Welfare did by bringing food at a cheaper rate, affordable rate to the people in the local government.
Wow.
All these things are laudable.
To me, the executive chairman of
yes, and they don't know. Yes, they don't know that directly or indirectly they are already key into those agenda of SDG.
Wow.
They call our SA special advisor on housing to Lagos State Governor Barrister Barakat Odumega Bakare for when they do need that is the adjacent of small London to Shita blocks. I was there. I was part of the person who did the report that day, and she ensured that that drainage is free. They packed everything, and everything went well. When you do all these things, you will see that the problem of climate change will be solved. Do you understand? The problem of even food insecurity is likely to be solved, because imagine when there is flood, when there is erosion, there won't be food, because erosion or flood will wash away all the food as well as the nutrient and the fertilizer that will give us that food. So when you put some good irrigation drainage system in place just for us, that means we are doing great things in terms of this SD.
I believe in every area that we belong to, there must be a community that we come from. And before the community, there must be an home that we come from. And in that home, that's there is community. And so in the political era, we call it the ward, call it the zone. Within your zone, within your community, in your zone, or in your ward. Here is Surulere constituency ward. What are the things that you have done to add value towards the growth and development?
We have an initiative called Food Click Support Initiative, and Food Click Support Initiative is an NGO that strives to end hunger in the country, in the community. And what we do is that we provide both perishable and non-perishable food items to the needies, ranging from the working poor, the widow, the pregnant women, the senior citizens. We refer to as the senior citizens are the old people, even the youth that are so vulnerable. So we provide food for them, and we don't just stop there. Aside from we providing food, because there is a say that you cannot just keep giving me fish. Why can't you teach me how to catch that fish? And that is why we set a program we call After Hunger Rehabilitation. It is under this After Hunger Rehabilitation that we feel that we need to start promoting sustainable agriculture. We need to start helping people. When you come today, we give you food. Why can't we empower this person so that when this person comes today, this person will actually become the benefactor that another person will achieve greatness from? And that is why in our own little way, we set up what we call a household farming for our beneficiaries. And these are the ways we try to achieve what we call ways in which we try to promote sustainable agriculture. We just need to learn how to give kudos when somebody does good. You understand? That is why we appreciated ST and Mr. President for that program during the last Ramadan. At Food Click, we did it virtually in all local governments. Wow. And it's something that is done on daily basis throughout the period of Ramadan. We need to ensure that there won't be any blockage to drainage system. We have done a lot. We have done a lot of community engagement. We have different programs, different laudable programs that we keep doing.
Indeed, it has been an incredible moment with our executive guest for this week. As the saying that goes there, we always say, do not think about what the nation can do for you. Think about what you can do. The nation can benefit so richly from you and I to be a better place for tomorrow. As we always say, Nigeria will be greater again. Until we meet, same time next week Wednesday, I still remain Salami Abionu, your host for a laudable program popularly known as The Politics Today. Stay tuned. Brought to you by Micon TV. For more inquiries, please contact